Hello everybody, welcome along to the live preview for tomorrow's early kickoff. Swansea City versus Hull City. Welcome along everybody. And in case you're wondering why this preview is early on today and it isn't later on in the evening like it usually is, about 7 o'clock. I'm at an event tonight regarding NCS, which is where I had to announce that we signed Estupinian in the summer and that we sold KLP and all that sort of thing. That's what I was doing out there. So it's just a celebration evening for that, really, with all the guys and girls who run it with Tigers Trust. And yeah, so I'm not expecting this to be busy, and we are stuck to half an hour. It has to be a more condensed preview than what we usually do or in an evening, but let's hope it's just as fun nonetheless. We're going to give it a couple of seconds before we get going and cracking through what we've got to get through, because it's safe to say there's a lot to talk about, isn't there? There is a lot to talk about. And plus today we had the news about the new back of shirt sponsor, FS. And that's been in the works for a while. Sadly, though, if you're on the concourse, you are still going to be drinking. Yes, actually, new back of shirt sponsor, FS. I'll show you the details. Sadly, however, if you're on the concourse, you will still have to drink piss water because it's only in the dugout bar. Yep, the dugout bar at the MK Stadium will also be revamped and rebranded to improve the matchday experience for our members, with FS being on sale. So it's joined Corendon and Tomya as Turkish companies on board. Yeah, looking good. So they are added to the list of partners down here. Corendon, Tomya, and FS, Turkish companies associated. This was the third big deal Tan Kesler was referring to in his interview on Radio Humberside, when he said, "Look, there's going to be a couple of big deals coming." This was one of them. There was, of course, the Corendon deal, which had been signed, but then they were waiting to announce with the shirt sponsor, and then they were waiting. Then they did Tomya while we were out playing Fenerbahce in Turkey, and now they have used Ozan Tufan's goals and contribution to the team already to announce this deal. Yeah, I mean, and they're giving away already signed stuff. 2 away shirts, one signed, well, one with Tufan on the back, signed by Tufan, and the other Pelkas with, of course, Pelkas signing it on the back. I believe that was somewhere. Pelkas. Likes, tweets. Not sure I can find this, but it was on there. Ozan Tufan, Pelkas. There it is. I found it. Look at that. Ole, 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 ole. Ozan Tufan. Brilliant. I can't wait to get that on sale. I hope they put FS on the back of the shirts that you can buy commercially. I hope that happens. I so hope that happens. Yeah. Smashing. What about the Players' Lounge? I couldn't tell you. It doesn't cover that in the statement. But I am tight to a schedule tonight. So, I do have to get a move on. So we'll jump into team news after 6 minutes. This must be a record. Dokan Sinek has returned to light training and is around another 2 weeks from featuring in black and amber for the first time after a calf injury. Andy Cannon, Benjamin Tete, James Scott, all unregistered. Tete having had hamstring surgery. Scott still nursing a shin problem, all unavailable. Salah Ouladam Hand with a groin problem. Brandon Fleming with a foot injury. Adama Traore with a hamstring/Achilles problem, plus unregistration. And then Vaughan Cover with a knee problem. I've missed out Alayar Sayadmanesh there. Alayar Sayadmanesh. That's not good enough from me. Let me edit it. Alayar Sayadmanesh. Right. Let's fast forward. Come on. Keep going. Andy Cannon, unregistered. Benjamin Tete, hamstring injury and unregistered. James Scott, shin and unregistered. Salah Ouladam, hand, groin. Brandon Fleming, foot. Next there it is. Alayar Sayadmanesh, hamstring. Adama Traore, hamstring/Achilles plus unregistration. Vaughan Colville, knee, and Josh Emmanuel, illness and unregistration, all remain absent. Shotter said leaving out Andy Cannon was a tough decision. Does that mean he opted to leave him out? Yes, it does. The manager decides which players are registered. He had to leave someone out, and that someone was Andros Cannon. If we play 5 at the back tomorrow, then Shotter is in a lot of trouble if we lose. Yes, he is, and we're going to touch on that later on. But first of all, Ref Watch, where is it? There's Ref Watch. Referees Keith Stroud, he's shit. Ian Cooper and Sam Lewis are the linos. Craig Hicks is the 4th official. We're going to move swiftly on to stats because, like I say, I am stuck, sadly, to a schedule tonight. We should play 4 at the back, no wing backs exactly. And Des says sack Shotter now. Interesting. It is an interesting one to see what happens with Shotter because Adjun is obviously a mate of his. They're very close. But surely Adjun will put the football club first. Excuse me. Anyway, Stoke, more possession. I see that we had everything in the second half. We just were shit for when they scored. Shots, however, no way did we have 15. Oscar hit the post. Longman put it into the South Stand concourse. They're the only 2 I can remember. And then the 4 on target sounds about right. The 4 on target sounds absolutely perfect, you could say. So, let's also move swiftly back on. We'll finally see the Chelsea boys as well. No way he doesn't pick them again after how often he gets asked about them. Good point. Same with Pelkas, full of Fenerbahce rejects. I disagree. We've signed 3 players from Fenerbahce. 1 was highly rated in Sayadmanesh, and they rejected offers so that he could come to us. Second one was Tufan, who's played 65 times for his country. He's not a Fenerbahce reject. He was the first name on the team sheet for years. And Pelkas 2 years ago was fantastic for them. It just turns out that a new manager has come in who doesn't utilise him in the same way that he was before, and he's not happy at playing games. He's friends with Adjun, so we've made the deal happen because they were looking to move Pelkas on so they could bring another player in who would feature more. Not Fenerbahce reject at all. Head-to-head battles then from Swansea. So in their last game, they played a... Let me get the thing up. They played a 3-5-2 of in goal Stephen Bender. Their back three, was Kyle Norton, Ben Cabango and where is he? Nathan Wood. There he is. Their wing backs were Ryan Manning and Matty Soranoa. Within the midfield, they had Jay Fulton, Joe Allen. There's Jay Fulton, Matt Grimes, and Joe Allen. And then their two strikers were Ollie Cooper and where is he? Joe Perreault. There he is. Then their bench, they had Andy Fisher as the sub goalkeeper, then Darling and Cham, Patterson, Cundle, Ockerflex, and Finn Stevens with Russell Martin, their manager. We've got another comment. Burnsy says Pelkas is the new Corrin. I agree. I think Pelkas will be incredible for us. I think Pelkas will be absolutely incredible for us. Right then, can you see that full screen? Because I've got it slimmed down to a weird angle. There we go. Should be able to see that now. So Swansea's current form: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They lost 2-0 to Luton, 2-1 to Borough, drew 1-1 with Stoke, beat QPR 1-0, and then lost 1-0 to Sheffield United. So they're in a bad run. But as are we. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1-0 draw with Burnley and a win against Coventry. But other than that, no, even then. Lost 4 of our last 5. That's not too great. But Swansea have lost 3 of their last 5 with a draw and a win. So they're not in the best of form either. And if we take a look at the league table, the positions, this is a game we need to win. Middlesbrough fan, teacher at college today. I says, who have you got? He goes, Rotherham. These games are all must win for Wilder now. I'd put Shota Arveladze in the same boat. He has to win every single game in this run now. He has to. We've got a lot of games. If we don't sort out this negative run we've been on through the end of this month into October and November before the World Cup, we are going to be in some desperate stuff. Let's have a look how many games we have, because we have just had a game rescheduled into here. I'm just gonna add that into my list of stuff here. So from now until the World Cup starts in around 2 months' time, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 12 games in 2 months. We have to win the majority of them. We play. You know what? I'll show you my spreadsheet. I'll show you my big spreadsheet of City stuff for this year. I keep records to help me with videos and stuff like that. So, this is our league table progress. If I were to graph that, that would start up here, then do that, and do that, and level off, then back down, back up, and then it's just plummeting. We play Swansea, of course, then Luton, then Wigan, then Huddersfield, then Birmingham, Blackpool, Rotherham, Blackburn, Middlesbrough, Millwall, Cardiff, Reading, and then there's the World Cup before we play Watford, Sunderland, Blackpool, Birmingham, and Wigan again before the FA Cup. These 12 games, 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, is it 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it is 12. We have to win these. There's no other option. Wigan, beatable. Luton, beatable. Swansea, beatable. Huddersfield, this year, definitely beatable. Birmingham, beatable. Blackpool, more beatable than they were last year. Rotherham, the same. Blackburn, the same. Middlesbrough, the same. Millwall, in and around us. They're just below us in the table. We have to beat them. And Cardiff and Reading, we must do the same. We obliterated Reading at our place last year. Let's do the same again. I've just realised I've been saying all that and I've not even been showing my spreadsheet. There it is. So these games here. This is my big Microsoft Excel document. This is in depth, you know. This is in depth. We've got the attendance, where we've got the City away following all here. League position, who scored for the opposition, what kit we're wearing. Is there a mashup maybe? And then these are the records. These are the records of every single player, plus all the academy boys as well. I don't mess about. I don't mess about with this stuff. I don't mess about. We're not going to win another game with Shotter, sadly. He's hopeless. No comment. I can't comment. I'm not in a position at the moment where I can comment on that. At the minute, I'm still very much firmly on the fence. But around the grounds on Championship Matchday 11, we play Swansea in the early kick-off tomorrow. Then Norwich versus West Brom, Watford, Sunderland, QPR versus Stoke, Preston versus Sheffield United, and Millwall versus Blackpool, Birmingham, Coventry, Luton, Blackburn, Huddersfield, Cardiff, Burnley, Bristol City, Reading, Wigan Athletic are all 3 o'clock kick-offs tomorrow. And then the 7:45 kick-off tomorrow is Middlesbrough versus Rotherham. Because of all the midweek games. No, not midweek games. Bloody hell. They've put all the games on the Saturday this week. Probably something to do with the international break. That's what it'll be. It got there in the end. Beat Norwich with him, but okay, yeah. Memorable match. This is quite a memorable one. Hull City 4, Swansea 4. 14th of Feb 2020. Leo da Silva Lopez gave us the lead before Wayne Routledge levelled it 7 minutes later. After the break, Marcus Maddison scored his one and only goal in Hull City colours to give us the lead before Carl Norton levelled it 5 minutes later. Malik Wilkes scored his first for us in the 61st before Jordan Garrick levelled and Ryan Brewster came on to give Swansea the lead in the 84th. Then in the 95th minute, McGuinness found Eves and the rest was history. 4-4, that felt like a win with that last minute winner. It should have been. It should have been. Spoke to Jordi Device afterwards and he says, me and my dad, we were talking to him and he says, look, it's encouraging that we've managed to score 4 without Camille and without Jared. It's just keeping them out. But then I says to him, hey, well, you've still got to come back yet, Jordy, you and Reese. And was Taff on the bench? Yeah, Taff was on the bench. And when he came back, it got worse because we lost 8-0. Anyway, our team that day was George Long in goal, back four was Robbie McKenzie, Matthew Pennington, Sean McLaughlin and Callum Elder. Midfield 3 was Leo da Silva Lopez, Dan Batty and Jackson Irvine. It was Madison on the right, Wilkes on the left and McGuinness up top. The bench was Ingram the goalkeeper, Taffazoli, Stewart, Eves, Honeyman, Kingsley and Lewis Potter with Grant McCann at the helm. Last time out against Swansea, it was a 2-0 win in what was Shota Avaladze's first game for the club. Nathan Baxter started the game in goal. The back three was Deshaun Bernard, Sean McLaughlin and Jacob Greaves. On the wings, wing back, there was Ryan Longman. And for the first time in the season, I do believe, Brandon Fleming got a start because of the absence of Callum Elder. And then Richard Smallwood, Greg Doherty, George Honeyman was the midfield. Keane Lewis Potter moved up front. And he and Tom Eves scored the goals that day. Honeyman scored the first goal of the new era against Blackburn. Eves scored the first goal of Shota Avaladze's time with the club. The bench was Matt Ingram, George Monker, Tyler Smith, Tom Huddleston, Festa Sata, Regan Slater, and Callum Jones. And as for our record against these guys, we're looking at that. So of our last 5, we've only lost 1, which does bode well. However, 3 of them were draws. Make of that what you will so wish to. So, shared shirts is Sam Clucas today. He signed for us from, I believe it was Chesterfield in 2015. Scored a goal on his debut against Huddersfield. Was with us until we were relegated at the end of the 2016-17 season, and actually started our 17-18 season in the midfield under Leonid Slutsky before departing for Swansea. In 96 appearances for us, he scored 9 goals, including that corker against Watford under Marco Silva at the K-Com Stadium. And then for Swansea, he was there for a year and a bit. 36 appearances, 3 goals, never really hit the ground running, and there was quite the rift between him and the fans. Not Stephen Kingsley. I decided to go with Clucas for this one. I was sadly too young to see Boothby Park. I'm a 2006 boy. Starting my A-levels now. And Boothby Park shut in 2002, I do believe. I'd take Clucas above Tufan. Mate. Des. Right? Give your head a wobble. Have you got something? Nah, Ashley. Nah, come on. Look at the calibre. Look at the calibre. Oh my God. Clucas now, or Tufan now, is not a competition. It's not even close. Tufan, every day. Oh, over Kingsley. Yeah, fair point. I got the wrong end of the stick. Right. Predicted team, what do I think Shota will do? I'm going to be honest, I think he'll stick to the 3-back. I know. In goal, I think will still be Matt Ingram. Centre-backs will be Jacob Greaves, Alfie Jones, Tobias Figueiredo. Right wing-back Coyle, left wing-back Elder. 3 centre-mids, Tufan, Seri, Slater. Attacking midfield, Pelkas, and then up top, Oscar Estupinian. Bench, Baxter, Woods, Longman, Tyler Smith, Cyrus Christie, Harvey Vale, and Xavier Simons. However, we have the return of my wanted 11. This is where the good stuff really, really starts. So, I would go for a 4-3-3 formation with Nathan Baxter in goal. At right back, Cyrus Christie. My 2 centre-backs would be Jacob Greaves, the captain, and Xavier Simons. I know. I'd drop both of them. I think Alfie's been the better of the 2, but I think you've got to give Simons a go. He can play there. He's never going to dislodge Seri, Tufan or Slater. You've got to make use of it somehow. Left back, Callum Elder. Holding mid, Seri. Central midfield, Tufan and Slater. Right wing, Harvey Vale. Left wing Pelkas, and up top Oscar Estupinian. The bench, Matt Ingram, Louis Coyle, Alfie Jones, Tobias Figueiredo, Ryan Woods, Ryan Longman, and Tyler Smith. That's what I'd go for. Let me know. Would you prefer my team? Or would you prefer Shotters? Actually, can I do a poll? Can I do a poll? Can I do a poll in chat? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Whose team would you prefer to start on Saturday? I'm doing a poll. Predicted or right. Vote in that poll. I'll end it in 5 minutes. Has Seri been playing solo holding mid or defensive mid? I think it's been solo holding with Slater as the box to box and Tufan as the attacking one. Yes, you can, Terry. Shout out, Terry. Let's have a look. How many votes have we had? 1 vote. Come on, 2 votes. Still 100%. Come on. Vote in that poll. Come on. I'm still waiting. Come on. Is it happening? Now, the 2 votes, I think we'll cap it at 2 votes. I think, let's be real, you'd want my team. You'd want my team, wouldn't you? At least, I know I'd prefer my team. I know I'd prefer to have my starting team in there. Right then. Score prediction. I'm going to be honest. I'm feeling really negative. We always lose when we're on Sky. So that makes my decision for me. 2-0 defeat. To Swansea. I think that's what'll happen. I'm going to be honest. We're on Sky. We always lose. That's the moral of the story. Right then, on that note, I've got to get off because I've got to have tea and then get off to this event. So thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you later. Goodbye.